Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Top seed Alex Eala to face Dutch challenger at Oeiras Ladies Open. MANILA, riding high on her career best ranking, Alex Eala will return to the court as the top seed at the Oeiras Ladies Open in Portugal on Monday. The 19-year-old Eala is slated to face Anouk Koevermans of the Netherlands, ranked 182 by the WTA in the main draw round of 32. As the top seed in Oeiras, expectations are high for Eala, who turned pro in 2020 and has climbed to No. 73 at the WTA rankings. At the Miami Open in late March, Eala beat three Grand Slam winners in Jelena Ostapenko, Madison Keys, and world number 2 Iga Swiatek. Her remarkable run at the Miami Open came to a brave end with a 3-set loss to Jessica Pegula in the semifinals. Eala was the first woman from the Philippines to reach the last 8 of WTA 1000 tournament. MANILA, Jesus Cabagao kept University of Santo Tomas Final Four hopes alive in UAAP Season 87 baseball, delivering a defensive masterclass in a 4-3 win over semifinal-bound De La Salle University on Sunday at the Rizal Memorial Baseball Stadium in Manila. The victory created a 3-way tie at 4-5 between the Golden Sox, the Adamson Soaring Falcons, and the UP Fighting Maroons, setting up a dramatic finish for the last two Final Four spots. The final day of the elimination round is set for April 23, following the Holy Week break. USD and UP will face off in the second game on Wednesday in what could be a do-or-die clash for a spot in the semifinals, while Adamson battles the eliminated The warmth of early spring rolls through Oeiras, Portugal, rustling the trees around the clay courts where Europe's next tennis spectacle is about to begin. The stage is set, the draw has been released, and at the very top, bold and undeniable, sits Alex Eala, the top seed of the Oeiras Ladies Open. For many, it's just another tournament in the ITF calendar. But for Eala, it's a proving ground, a place where momentum, history, and hunger converge on crimson courts. And her first obstacle on this journey, a determined Dutch challenger ready to test the Filipina phenom in the opening round. This isn't just tennis. It's tension wrapped in tradition. It's the first movement of what could become a season-defining symphony. From underdog to alpha, Eala's new status. At just 19 years old, Alex Eala is no stranger to pressure. She's been called a prodigy, a trailblazer, a tennis ambassador for Southeast Asia. She's worn those titles like armor, and now she arrives in Portugal not as the outsider, but as the favorite, the top seed. That number beside her name isn't just a ranking. It's the result of years of dedication, miles of travel, and hours of sweat under the Spanish sun at the Rafa Nadal Academy. It's a badge of resilience, but it also makes her the target. Where once she crept quietly through draws and pulled off surprise upsets, now she walks into every match with a spotlight above her and a bullseye on her back. But if anyone thrives in that pressure, it's Eala, the Dutch challenger, a wild card with bite, her opponent, a hungry Dutch player, perhaps unseeded, perhaps less known, but certainly not to be underestimated. The Netherlands has a history of producing gritty, technically sharp players who excel on slower surfaces. This challenger is stepping onto the court with a clear goal: take out the top seed, turn heads, and change the storyline. Players like this are dangerous. They come in with nothing to lose, free to swing big and take risks. One good set can flip the script. One momentum shift can change the match. And for Eala, that means staying grounded and focused from the very first point. It's the perfect opener, a contrast of stature, style, and stakes. Clay, the great equalizer. Clay doesn't lie. It doesn't care about rankings, reputations, or recent Instagram highlights. It's a surface that forces players to earn every point. It exposes weakness, rewards endurance, and amplifies the mental side of the game. And that's where Eala may shine the brightest. Her game was built for this kind of surface. Heavy topspin, smooth lateral movement, and an increasingly strategic approach to point construction make her a force on clay. She's not afraid to play the long game. In fact, she welcomes it. That being said, her Dutch opponent may be equally at home sliding into wide balls and trading long, looping rallies. This match won't be won quickly, it will be won smartly. The weight of the flag. What makes Eala's journey different from most players her age isn't just her talent. It's her symbolism. Every time she steps onto the court, she carries the hopes of a nation not typically associated with tennis success. The Philippines doesn't yet have a Grand Slam singles champion. But in Eala, fans see the beginning of something new. For Filipino fans, this match isn't just about advancing in Portugal. It's about pride, about potential, about possibility. Eala's calm presence, her multilingual interviews, her fierce fight, all of it paints the portrait of a world-class athlete. But beyond that, she is a dream in motion, showing that even from a country where tennis isn't front-page news, greatness can rise. Match preview. The battle within the battle. So what can we expect when Eala faces her Dutch challenger? A slow start. Possibly. First rounds are tricky, and both players may need a few games to adjust to court conditions and shake off nerves. Long rallies? Absolutely. Clay favors grinding exchanges. Eala's consistency will be tested. Tactical shifts? Likely. Both players will look to break rhythm, whether through drop shots, lobs, or sudden net charges. Mental warfare? Undoubtedly. Whoever handles pressure better, especially if the match stretches into a third set, will likely prevail. It may come down to who blinks first. More than a match? Win or lose, this opening round is more than just an early hurdle in the tournament. For Eala, it's a reflection of how far she's come and how much higher she can climb. Being the top seed doesn't just mean she's favored, it means she's expected to dominate, to lead, to set the tone. And if she can power through early nerves and adjust to her opponent's game, she might just do that. But tennis, like life, has a flair for the unexpected, and somewhere in the Portuguese breeze, there's a whisper of tension. A quiet reminder that every top seed begins the same way, with something to prove.